I'm Mr. Giant, and this is how you can do the Looney Tunes crossing over with Tom and Jerry. Because of Tom and Jerry being bright and hopeful, and them also being good people, them having something to do with Christmas, and me also throwing some other Christmas stuff in there so it fitting in with Christmas Party. Plus, because of them being iconic cartoon characters, we all have been wanting this for a long time, and yet also being a Christmas special video because considering it my Christmas gift to you. Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry are well known for being the most iconic Squatch and Stretch cartoons. Squatch and Stretch cartoons are cartoons where the character is indestructible and does crazy things like having an anvil dropped on him, and getting run over by a train. Like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. And they're both well known for being crazy cartoons, so it would be good at seeing them cross over with each other. You know, Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd may have the most iconic rivalry where someone always wins and someone always loses. Tom and Jerry's rivalry is more well known for having them win on occasion on both sides. And it being a rivalry because of them also being friends, not just an enemyship like with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. And Elmer Fudd usually feels bad when he finally kills Bugs Bunny, but then he goes back trying to hunt Bugs Bunny because, as he thinks it's just because he didn't actually get Bugs Bunny. And him just wanting to get Bugs Bunny because of him doing it for years. Well, Tom's only chasing after Jerry because as he's just doing his job and because of his owners wanting him to get rid of Jerry. Because whenever it's just him and Jerry, them actually being friends with each other. And also, Tom wouldn't feel bad if he caught Jerry, and he would just catch Jerry and from out of the house, not him eating Jerry. Tom and Jerry are willing to work together with each other and go against a common enemy, if it being for an owner they like. Thus, they're being well known for cat and mouse rivalry, specifically, and it also having the dog in there, and its relationship with them with Spike. And Tom and Jerry are cartoon versions of animals as we see in real life, like them being house pets, as them not acting like humans. While the Looney Tunes are animals that act like humans, and people treat them like humans. Now, Tom and Jerry don't usually talk, like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck usually talk all the time. Even characters like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote use signs to say what they're doing, while Tom and Jerry just act it out. Whereas Tom and Jerry is more like like Ben 10 and Scooby-Doo, or Looney Tunes is a Squash and Stretch cartoon, and so specifically like Mickey Mouse original shows. Bugs Bunny would win a fight against Tom and Jerry, because Bugs Bunny always wins, and because of Bugs Bunny being such a good cartoon character, and because of him originating the Squatch and Stretch cartoon version that we see today. But after Bugs Bunny winning a quick fight against them, and them working together against the Looney Tunes characters. Tom and Jerry would hang out with Sylvester and Tweety, with them both being cat trying to get their prey. With them finding out how hard each other's prey is, but with them actually being able to catch them this time. Then they would try to help Wile E. Coyote catch the Roadrunner, but then they would find out that Wile E. Coyote is the villain, so them getting a Roadrunner away from Wile E. Coyote, and them helping Roadrunner to defeat Wile E. Coyote. You would just make it that Bugs Bunny is Tom and Jerry's owner in this version of it, and also, them actually helping Bugs Bunny to defeat Elmer Fudd. To hunt Tom and Jerry too, but then they would take a shotgun and shoot Elmer Fudd in the face with it, which we see all the time in Looney Tunes. And it's okay because of him just being embarrassed when it happens, and it's not him being hit badly. Like, they don't go R-rated in it because as them taking advantage of it being a Squatch and Stretch cartoon, but everyone's indestructible in it. Spike would interact with Charlie Dog, and Charlie Dog would say Spike is lucky for having an owner and having people who love him, and while Charlie Dog is always wanting an owner and to be a part of a family, so Spike should just be glad him having that, and should be glad that Tom and Jerry are pets with him. Then they would make it that Charlie Dog, Fly, and the Mouse Twins are Daffy Duck's pets to compete with Bugs Bunny with his pets. Would help Fly to try to catch all street of the mouses, but then Jerry would work together with the mouses, but then Jerry would find out that the other two mouses are jerk faces, and so then Jerry turning against the mouses. Then Tom would go against Fly, when he tries to eat Jerry. Tom would also go against Sylvester when he tries to eat the dog, from Tom and Jerry. And with Sylvester actually being able to catch and eat him, but then Tom and Jerry would punch him in the stomach, making him float up. Then Fly and Sylvester would deal with Spike, beating them up. They'd also protect Tom's girlfriend from Pepe Le Pew, by Tom setting his gas on fire, causing an explosion, and Tom being protected by it because of him wearing a gas mask. So Tom and Jerry's girlfriends would find out how good Tom and Jerry are and start appreciating them more. Spike and his son, Droopy and his son, and the bulldog, that's really droopy all the time, would drink some sodas, as with the bulldog and the cat from Looney Tunes, and the dog from Sylvester and Tweety, and Sam the sheepdog, and the bulldog and the cat from Looney Tunes, and would show Tom and Spike that they can be friends because of him and his cat being friends. Then Tom and Jerry would help Farquaad and Leghorn and get some revenge on his dog, with Spike, but then they'd find out Farquaad driving them crazy, so then they would help Spike and Farquaad and Leghorn's dog to beat up Farquaad and Leghorn. Then Spike and Sam the sheepdog and Tom and Jerry would help Sam the sheepdog protect his sheep from Wily Wolf. Wily Wolf would try to eat Tom and Jerry, but then Tom and Jerry would beat him up because of Spike and Sam the sheepdog beating him up. Tom and Jerry would also deal with Porky being Sylvester's owner, but then them finding out that Granny is a better owner for Sylvester, so them returning Sylvester to Granny. And both of the mad scientists would try to use Tom and Jerry in their experiments to test their experiments on. But then Tom and Jerry would get away, then them getting Gossamer on them, with the witch. And Tom and Jerry would also be running from Marvin the Morrison, which is how they ended up in the mad scientist lab. Because as Marvin the Morrison wanting to experiment on them to use against humans. Marvin the Morrison would use his technology to get rid of the witch, and then he would also set his army in Gossamer, but then Gossamer would get rid of his army. But then Tom and Jerry would get Marvin the Morrison to go after the mad scientist instead, and he would experiment on the mad scientist instead. Then Tom would try to catch Speedy Gonzales for him being too fast for Tom, but then Jerry would also get in on the action to help Speedy Gonzales get away from Tom, but then Jerry would also find out how Speedy Gonzales eating all his food and kind of driving him crazy and being a jerk face. So then Jerry manages to punch Speedy Gonzales in the face. So Tom literally kick him out of the picture. Then Tom and Jerry go on a double date with their girlfriends, along with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and their girlfriends, Lola Bunny, Tina Duck, and Petunia Pig. Yosemite Sam would try to hunt Tom and Jerry because of them being varmints, but then Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and their girlfriends would help them to defeat Yosemite Sam, and instead saving him up and getting attacked by Beaky Buzzard and his mommy. Tom and Jerry would hang out with Beaky Buzzard and start to like him at first. With Beaky Buzzard being an idiot, him starting to get on their nerves, but then and them also seeing how bad Beaky Buzzard's mommy treats him, and then she would try to get Beaky Buzzard to eat Tom and Jerry. Then Tom and Jerry would get Beaky Buzzard to find out how bad his mommy is treating him, then they would get him to stand up for himself, which would put an end to it. Then Tom and Jerry would also beat up Beaky Buzzard for revenge for everything he put them through in the episode. Then they would also trick Beaky Buzzard into eating his mommy. You wouldn't see him eat his mommy, just have him serve her up like a turkey with his Yosemite Sam. And Tom and Jerry would also have to deal with the craziness of the Tasmanian Devil. With him driving them crazy because of him being so crazy, and with him trying to eat them, and with him being unstoppable. Then they would deal with the Looney Tunes gangster characters, as with them trying to rob Tom and Jerry, after them finding them in the middle of robbing a bank. And Tom and Jerry would deal with them, and with them trying to shoot Tom and Jerry with their Tommy guns, but then them managing to get Tasmanian Devil to attack them and try to eat them instead. Because in this version that Bugs Bunny is Tom and Jerry's owner, you can just make it that this happened while Bugs Bunny was on the way to something, or because of Bugs Bunny seeing his friends. So them seeing into Bugs Bunny's life and us also seeing them cross over with each other all natural, because of us seeing Tom and Jerry interact with the Looney Tunes characters, because of them finding out how crazy Bugs Bunny's life is. Tom and Jerry have different owners all the time, and so it would make sense for Bugs Bunny to be one of their owners, for it making sense and them crossing over each other. Bugs Bunny is an animal that acts like a human, and while Tom and Jerry are the kind of cartoon animals that still act as usual animals, it's just them doing the same crazy things as cartoons. Like everyone still treats them as animals, and them being pets specifically. So you can explore that and also explore the differences between them and their similarities. Not only would it be good Tom and Jerry interacting with the Looney Tunes characters, but it would also be good seeing the Looney Tunes characters interact with Tom and Jerry. You can also do some jokes about Tom and Jerry being pet cartoon animals, also Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are cartoon animals that act like humans and people treat them like humans. Bugs Bunny always winning more than Tom and Jerry, and with him being more crazy than Tom and Jerry. You're also acknowledging that Bugs Bunny is the more iconic cartoon out of them. And for the Christmas part, this could be happening at Christmas when them going to Christmas parties, which is why them going around town and visiting these guys. With Bugs Bunny more willing to have fun than Tom and Jerry, and with him also going much farther than Tom and Jerry, with him creating the Squatch and Shirts cartoon and things that Tom and Jerry do, and them acknowledging that he's the one who wrote the comic book about it. With them acknowledging how iconic he is and him being a big star, and him being really good at it. Them acknowledging him being one of the biggest cartoon characters. And with them doing this at the North Pole at Santa's workshop. With the main cartoon characters trying to fix it and trying to handle the craziness of it. And with the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry helping Santa around the workshop and to deliver the presents. And them having a Christmas party with Santa, and them also having Christmas dinner with Santa. With them also need to start the Abominable Snowman, but then it turning out it being the Abominable Snowman from Looney Tunes. And who would try to show him caring about Tom and Jerry and try to take them as his pets. With him saying, "A cat and a mouse, I will hug them and squeeze them and name them George and love them very much." But then Bugs Bunny would tell him that they're his pets, so then him returning them to him, and him also joining in on the Christmas party and dinner with them. Then Cecil the Turtle would also be a jerk face to Bugs Bunny, but because of Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny would finally win against Cecil the Turtle. Then the Abominable Snowman would say he just wanted a pet. Then they would offer Cecil as his pet. Then he would take Cecil as his pet. With Cecil suffering from it at first, but then Cecil would find out how good it is being his pet. Then Tom and Jerry would interact with Bonehead. And with Bonehead trying to eat Tom, but then Spike beating up Bonehead with his bone. Then after seeing the 3 bears, and the baby bear driving the Papa Bear crazy, Tom and Jerry would brutally whip the baby bear's ass with a flaming chain and then make him eat his own diaper. Then set it on fire in his mouth and make him choke on a bunch of sticks of dynamite before then blowing it up in his mouth. Since cartoon characters are indestructible, he won't die from it, and this is just usual Squatch and Shirts cartoon stuff. Plus, he does deserve it for driving everyone in Looney Tunes crazy. Plus, the baby bear is big in Looney Tunes. Plus, him deserving it all natural for being an idiot, and for him making people suffer with his stupidity, he really does deserve it. With Bonehead becoming the 3 bears as pet for Christmas. There's so many Looney Tunes characters taking in other Looney Tunes characters for pet thing is on purpose to go with the Christmas theme, and also to play on the trope of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry being different types of cartoon animals. It also making sense in a storytelling aspect because of Tom and Jerry being in Bugs Bunny's pets in this story, and them interacting with other animals that have the cat-dog relationship. Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes would be playing hockey with Jingle Bell, Santa Claus's daughter, and Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes would also eat the rogue gingerbread man, and them breaking their nuts on the ninja nutcrackers. Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes would be scared of Krampus at first, but then he'd find out them being good people, then him going after their villains instead. And Tuffy and Spike's son Tite, which would be hanging out with the Tiny Toons and Animaniacs and Freakazoid, because of them being kids of the original versions of them. With them liking them having mentors and them bonding over them both being kids. Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes also bonding over them both having a kid version of them and them having a kids where they were kids. It's based on them and with both of them. Tom and Jerry, Spike, Tite, and the Looney Tunes would go sledding together, then also have a snowball fight together, also drink hot chocolate and soda together, with them even having a contest as with who can drink the most soda, and with them also stuffing themselves filled with soda. With them making Frosty the Snowman a girlfriend, with the help of the Purple Plum Fairy. With them drinking eggnog, with Rudolph the reindeer, the other reindeers, and the Buzzword donkey. With them doing snow angels that become actual angels, as with the help of Mrs. Claus. Them also having fun doing snowstorms and blizzard, and enjoying the cold and iciness, as with Jack Frost and Winter. Them also joining in on the Miserly Brothers fight, but then them managing to get the Miserly Brothers to do peace between each other. With them also stealing from the patron saint of thieves and also helping Santa stop him. With us even seeing Marvin and Morrison making sure that both of them had scientists and the witch and Gossamer have a Merry Christmas while he's doing experiments on them with Santa Claus. Tom and Jerry also finding out with the Looney Tunes that how Santa knows if you're awake or asleep is because of him asking his robot. Them also helping the elves around the toy factory and helping with the animals. With them also making Santa Paws, which is Santa for pets and animals. With them even filling in for Santa's reindeer and being Santa's reindeer with Santa's reindeer and helping them to deliver the presents and around the world, and with them also pulling a sleigh. Then Tom and Jerry would also help out Santa's two sons and work things out between them. Them also making sure Santa's sons aren't fighting with each other, and that Santa's youngest son becomes the leader when Santa's not around, and helping Santa with him being Santa. Them also stopping some snow monsters, gremlins, and elves on themselves by using some elemental monsters, elemental dragons. And them also getting rid of the evil toys by using the Fire King and Ice Queen. And the evil toys we'd see would be evil jack-in-the-boxes, beaten up rag dolls, horror and monster toys, toys that are monsters, scary clown toys, toys of monsters that are alive, and some R-rated tanks that really work. With the elves doing good toys that are alive to fight against them, like toy soldiers that fire real bullets, and usual tanks, things that really work. Teddy bears of actual bears, as toy planes, things that actually have blasters with them. Toy ships that actually fire real missiles. As superhero toys that actually have superpowers. Light-sized wind-up boxing toys. Action figures and stuffed toys of cartoon characters like Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes. They're turning out the bad things happening there, and the guy who's trying to win Christmas is the coal miner, the guy Santa gets his coal from, but then Santa, the Looney Tune, and Tom and Jerry and the Christmas characters would stop him. With them also making sure him getting attacked by a Wendigo. But then Santa making sure him having a Merry Christmas, as with you also doing a reference and a cameo with the Grinch, and Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas, the three ghosts of Christmas with the ghost of Scrooge, and Shantron being a Santa for robots. It feeling like a Christmas crossover because of them interacting with so many people from Christmas, and it also being good because of them being able to interact with so many Christmas characters. So it really serving a purpose, it being at Christmas, and you really taking advantage of it being at Christmas, is for it being important, it being at Christmas, and for it actually mattering in the crossover taking place at Christmas. It's not just them crossing over Santa Claus if you do this, it's them crossing over Christmas in general, and every part of Christmas and every part of Santa. You're also doing and there being more Christmas bad guys specifically for them fighting against them at Christmas. And you're also specifically showing it being Christmas for everyone, not just for good people at Christmas. So you're showing them being together at Christmas as in the togetherness of Christmas. But you're also showing Christmas is a time to be good to each other, and that being together is what Christmas is about. And that days of rest are our turn to act at efficiency, and that Christmas is a time for people to focus on being good to each other. Then it would end with them being at the fireplace at Christmas morning, opening their presents and enjoying Christmas together. With you also doing a joke that it also being with some frost giants and from the North Pole, and them having a great time with them.